Hello again, everyone. So I've obviously kind of been on a Amazon book binge. A lot of great stuff, especially used, because these books aren't mainstream or popularized. So this is a new one, The.Second.Cryptographic.Shake-speare by Penn, Leary. Okay, this is 300 pages and it's great. You can see the periods in between each of the words, which is basically signifying that it's just like the sonnets introduction, as we'll get into. Okay, one of Bacon's many ciphers is the Caesar cipher. So instead of it starting at A, it starts at D. So 4 letters into it, as you can see. Um, so it's A is X and B is Y, etc. So we'll keep that in mind. Here we go. This is the introduction I was referring to. There's all the periods in between the words, and you can see there's a space right here as well, which also signifies something. All right. The first letters of each line, the last letters, the first and last. He did a lot of different combinations to find this stuff out. Then he tried the last letter of each word, the letters standing behind each period. And these are as follows: O, because after two is O, then O, so O, E, E, R, etc. O, E, E, R. You can see it's the last letters of each word. And then you just put that on the code. So 4 letters after the letters shown is con bacon. Con isn't much help. But then he talks about David Kahn's book, um, how he explains that cipher as well. It's kind of cool. These are all the different kind of ciphers, um, not only known about in the Elizabethan days, but what Bacon specifically knew about. Okay, so having written the Shakespeare codes, look at all these types of ciphers he can hide. Okay, and there's the original page of the sonnets. It's not, it was supposed to be printed in 1609, but that's false. 1609 is just a number that's on the page. But anyway, the first page of Shakespeare's first folio in 1623 is The Tempest, and the first word is boatswain, as we saw earlier in my other videos, similar to Boetes and Wain, the 2 constellations. But this doesn't go into that. This is something else. So using the Caesar decryption, you get F.S. Bacon when you use the first word. Francis Bacon. FS is Bacon's own abbreviation of his first name, while Bacon is yet another phonetic spelling of his surname. Cool, huh? All right, go to part 2. Let's see. At the end of the folio, it says printed at the charges of W. Jaggard, Edmund Blount, I. Smithweek, and W. Aspley, 1623. Okay, and then you take the first letter of each capitalized word, and then you get this. And then he says Caesar's solution wasn't encouraging, so he tried reversing the letters, so to go backwards. And then he said he let his daughter look at it, and she's like, why don't you put the numbers as words? So 1623, spell out the numbers. And she was right. So they ran the computer program, 4 letters afterwards. It says bacon, Fin. And fin, of course, is finished in French. So at the very end of the folio, where this code is hidden, it says bacon, finished. Okay, it's pretty cool. Let's see. In a rough draft, his son asked for more facsimiles of other books printed around the time of the sonnets. And then there's a 1609 book by Francisci Bocconi, which was written in Latin as follows. Francisci Bocconi, Equitas Avrati. I can't read the rest of it, but that third line, well, I'm just not in the mood to, is the code. Okay, so let's put that with the Caesar code. 4 letters after each of these letters, you get bacon once again. And every other letter beginning with the first, the name becomes condensed. I.C. Bacon. See here, I.C.B.A.C.E.N. So bacon's hidden twice. It's pretty cool, huh? Then they talked about the new Atlantis, and the W's back then were written with two V's. And so it says, and a Latin epigram which reads occulta veritas tempori patet. Okay, and what does that mean? Occulta veritas, hidden truth. Well, just use that code again. 4 letters after those letters spells beacon, bacon. Okay, full Latin version. It says here of something else. Thomas Medes superstitious culture. Okay, then doing the 4-letter deal again. You get that, but every other letter is bacon or bakian. Cool, huh? It's a good book. Once again, I post things like literally the day I find them out, so you can discover it with me and literally be, it's like live news, live conspiracy news. Francis Bacon is Shakespeare, and he hides his codes with ciphers that Elizabethan culture was obsessed with, especially geniuses like him who knew 5 languages, kind of like Nietzsche. Anyway, in this poem, this other guy, Philip, has this poem, of course, and then it hides bacon 3 times when you have the plain text of 4 letters, and then just reverse it, bacon, bacon, bacon. And forward, it says name, of course. Interesting. Henry IV talks about the name literally in the text. So when you do the 4-letter plus, once again, it spells bacon and bacon twice. That's the name it's talking about. In Timothy of Athens, it says, seek not my name, but the line right before that hides bacon once again, just with the 4 letters rule. That's all you do is you add 4 letters to these using the Elizabethan alphabet, not today's alphabet. There's 20, Bacon only used 22 of the 24 Elizabethan alphabet for this code. Okay, and Macbeth talks about the 3 things, and of course hidden in that is Bacon's name 3 times. Beacon, Bacon, and Bacon, right there. Venus and Adonis, a famous poem. In line 1177, using the add 4, you get bacon, bacon, bacon again. Henry V, Act 4, Scene 1, line 147. Bacon, 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 3 times. Pretty cool, huh? All right, last one. You see, this one's kind of more just solid evidence, Like I showed you the cipher, and now here's the evidence. You form your own opinions, and hopefully it's a correct, logical one that says Francis Bacon had something to do with the Shakespeare plays. Okay, Henry IV. His name is Falstaff. Literally, name is there. And then Bacon is there when you do +4. And then when you do it +4 backwards, Bacon is there twice again. So his name is there 3 times. Henry IV. Bacon, bacon, bacon. And then reversed, it also says bacon. Much ado about nothing. Scroll down. Oh, whatever. Bacon, bacon. Almost looks like bikini there. Winter's Tale. Midsummer Night's Dream. Right here. Act 3, Scene 2, line 27. Bacon and bacon twice. And caps is used in Taming of the Shrew in an interesting way. It's said like about 3 times right here. So Shakespeare, aka Francis Bacon, is telling you to look at the capital letters, twice right here. Anyway, let's examine these caps, the initial capitalized letters of each line. Spells that, and then the cipher backwards is bacon, right there. And so, readers of the book have asked why Bacon varied the spelling of his name in plain text. One insisted that he would never misspell his own name, though there's no evidentiary justification for this conjecture. On the contrary, John Salisbury's example of 6 different name spellings shows this to be an acceptable 17th century acrostic practice. So yeah, that's why he didn't spell it the same each time, because he didn't care to. He didn't have to either, according to that culture. But anyway, once again, great codes. The book is called The.Second.Cryptographic.Shake-speare. I wish I didn't close that window. By Penn, Leary. Okay, 300 pages. I bought off Amazon for like $20 used, but that was only like 30 pages. Okay, this goes into much more stuff. But you know me, I'm a summarizer. Take it easy.